Good morning, church. Let's go.
And we're back. Good morning,
Yeah,
church.
yeah. This
That was a
conversation,
good
this
hour.
conversation had a slightly emotion.
Yeah. It was good to
Um,
hear from Mr. Franklin Dolly. I mean, he has years of wisdom
mhm.
and he brought a lot of perspective and training and teaching and insight. Like, as a woman hearing this, I felt like I started to understand the man
Yeah,
even more, and the struggles that men encounter, and the fears that you guys have, from like about sharing the vulnerable parts and how to look for the signs, and so I think it was just entirely helpful, and I'm hoping that it made men more comfortable to come forward and understand that they have a society and they have people that are willing to help them go through their struggles. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, Men, our insecurities
Mm-hmm.
are are the shields that we put on.
Hmm.
And like I mentioned earlier, how no man is this silent type. Every man is very
Yeah.
talkative. So, as beneficial as our show is, it really doesn't do the topic justice
Yeah,
for the,
boy.
the depths of the conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
he touched on a few of the things that are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
things that we struggle with. But there is a few more that makes up the entire monster of this thing called masculinity, which is not being seen very well right now. So
Yeah.
I I really sometimes I wish that this our show could be like about 2 hours long, so we could sit
Hmm.
down like 45 minutes. But I mean, time constraints. But yeah,
Yeah.
he really touched on some topics, and I am glad that you felt that way because it's very important
Yeah.
for our loved ones to hear these things so that they wouldn't think that something wrong
Mm-hmm.
man wise. They would think that hey, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to talk to this person. So
And
I
I
am
like
glad to
how
hear you say that.
he addressed your insecurities. Like when you made a comment and you said, I wouldn't tell a guy I noticed something different about you because of fear of speculation from the other guys. And he said, for the sake of saving a life, do it.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it. Say, bro, I noticed something different about you. You're not as kept as you usually are. You're not as loud. You're not as boisterous. I ain't see you sweat with us in a while. Look at the signs, pick up on the signs, and do something. We can actually help somebody by
Yeah.
speaking out about it. And again, men with the stigma and having the ego and having to look a kind of way, you don't want to seem no kind of way. So guess what, I ain't gonna reach out to our brethren. I'm not gonna talk to him about it. He ain't gonna say anything. And from the time your friend tell you, nah boy, I good, you are not going to press the question. You say, well, he say he good, so he good. And then 3 months down the road, you see him in a situation and it breaks your heart, and then you start to wonder, maybe I should have done something, maybe I should have said something. So I like that he equipped us with
Yeah.
how to help.
But because full
Mm-hmm.
transparency, I went through that very young. I
Same as
wasn't that guy from since I was probably about 12, 13. I went through that very, very young and very feeling intimidated. But once I noticed I am different, I've been called gay so many times because I will see my partner be like, hey,
and hard, yeah.
Yesterday I saw a friend of mine who I ain't seen in a while, and I say, well, my day big because I see my babes now, and I run up and I give my big hug because I understand what hugs is do. So
Yeah.
not a boast, but any man that knows me, fellow musician who whatever, they know that
Mm-hmm.
Gary is a person that you can go and talk to because I will disarm you. I will disarm you very quick. I will call it very fast. I'll call it baby boy, quick. So yeah, I've been that guy. I've been that guy to call you up and say, "Man, I
Yeah.
ain't seen you, I ain't hear you," and then stay on the line to hear this whole long. So but he is very
Mm-hmm.
right. He is very right. So we usually have a field agent Somebody that will take to the streets, carry the topic, ask the people what going on, see tell
Yes,
our
sir.
problem. We never know where this person going. We never know how they get there. You understand? That it's just jump on the
And both
oh yeah,
play.
on BWI, you know they like to take boat on the catamaran and sail through the boat and go and talk to the people on the street, and we usually always have to ask the question, where in the world is Pete?
Yeah. Good morning, church.
I was looking for Alan. Alan was now here, but I can't find him. So we're talking about men and mental health. And I hear with John. John, do you think that, we take for granted men and mental health issues?
Yeah, we just take it for granted.
No, because recently I saw in the papers a prominent man, and he committed, they say he committed suicide, but this is a prominent man who seemed to be rich and had everything in life. And I trying to understand, well, how?
Money don't make you happy. You could have all the money, what? It will make you happy.
So money don't make you happy?
No, money is not everything.
Oh my
Yeah, all the money and have real problems, so what happen to you? You hang yourself.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
wanna-
saying.
And we men just want to play macho. We just want to talk to a friend. We just want to play with macho, so we don't need no help. But we is human as everybody else.
Right.
And as say women, just have the people that talk to we men. We just want to keep it to ourselves.
Oh,
That just me my take on that.
that's your take on it.
Yes.
I think I see Alan. I'm going to find him and I'll come back and talk to you. Yeah, thanks, eh? Right. We're looking for Alan. Yeah, where in the world is Alan? This time around, where in the world is Alan? But wait, Alan, you take the boat to reach here too?
Peter, you've catch me, boy. I
That's what I said.
was trying to duck your weekend. I was watching, but I was trying to duck you, but I can't hide, boy.
You can't hide. You know how much weeks I looking. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been looking for where in the world is Alan, and we found him quite here in the beautiful city of Mocha.
Mocha Maraval.
That's in Trinidad?
Maraval. You gotta say it in the Spanish, for our Spanish speaking brothers and sisters. Maraval.
Oh,
There's a little twang inside it.
I don't feel here
But
was
how
that
you,
Spanish.
how you end up here, though?
Well, here we go. Now. I take the boat, not the blue one, it's the white one, right? And it works fine, right? That boat is working very good, and no issues. It's working well good.
If you don't want to talk white boat to a black man, I know you read, you could pass, but they don't want to say white boat to a black man.
Speaking of which, right? Today we're dealing with mental health and men and mental health issues and things, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to take the mic from me and you'll go and you'll talk to some people, 2-3 people and but before we do that, how is your mental health, boss?
Well, I was hoping to relax, but now that you come and push this mic in, I have to go and work now. My mental health just started to take a kind of see, so I could have relax.
No, but you see, this is not work. Every time I see you do it, I just enjoy watching you do these things. You just look so, at ease, and there's be joy and be fun and all them kind of things. And you just make this thing look so easy, boy.
Peter is one thing here. You're sweet. Your lips sweet, you like the sweet talk bad, You understand?
Wait, let's use just use diesel or use gas?
What to do?
Man, no, that about gas in there.
Premium, please. Premium gas, please, Peter. I want to look for some people to discuss men's mental health just to ease Peter off my back and get off my mental. But men are coming to here now. Mental health talk. Let me go. This man looking for me. You see how he mental? That is why he mental. And then when I talk to him, you end up mental. But we're on the issue here, on the topic of men and mental health. And brethren here, O'Shea, coming here week in, week out, dealing with these youngsters. And I'm sure, as a man, he could tell us a little bit more about mental health. What do you think about mental health issues? Do you think that men are actually considered when it comes to mental health scenarios?
No, men are not really considered. Well, from my experience, I mean, everybody have a different experience, and I really considered where mental health is concerned. Mental health is deal with it. That emotion.
Yeah, listen, my coach, my trainer, they say me, Alan, Alan, they don't care about men. Men are not, they don't care about men. Do you share the same view? And I hear say, nah, it's not. But is it that holistically, generally speaking, people don't care about men and how they think and how they feel mentally?
I don't think that's a universal statement. However, Chris Tucker would have said that dogs are cared for, children are cared for, women are cared for, but men are not cared
Women
for.
and children first. Dogs. That was Chris Rock.
Chris Rock,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
correct,
I
yes.
said, come in, never know I come in and talk that experience. But thanks again, O'Shea. But if you was to actually consider what can be done for men to be considered when it comes to the issues of mental health and mental health care, especially when it comes from women and children. See that we care for women and children like that. What do you think can be done to put men center stage?
I think creating a safe space where men can express themselves without the aspect of judgment, and having a limit in terms of how they can express their emotions. May it be sports, recreational activities, whatever it may be, but create that space that men would have the opportunity to express themselves without being free of judgment.
See, and that is why a safe space is when we sit down watching football, Premier League.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, leave us there. There's we zone, there's we space, the man cave. Thanks again, O'Shea. O'Shea's a big, North Football Federation. What's your title?
A media personal.
Everything inside there, everything. Thanks again, boy, O'Shea, boy. We find this fella eating food and dealing with his health today. Looking healthy as well. I wonder.
Very rotund.
Rotund indeed. Question. How is your mental health?
It got in there.
It getting there. Where was it before?
It was in a place where I could say it's good for football and good for watching my child. That is what
Let's bring it
that
down.
is helping my mental health right about now.
On my way here, a lady asked me, I said, if I come to go golfing, she said, okay, man. I said, no, this is where men come to get away from all. I'm going to say it all, but all.
If you can't sweat, then come on, watch your child.
Come on, watch your child sweat. So how do you think, when it comes to the issue of men's mental health, do you think that people fare well and treat men equally or as important to females and children when it comes to mental health?
Well, I don't know if you could say that. I'd say it's probably on par. Everybody has their own struggles. I mean, when it comes to men, there is a stigma when it comes to addressing mental health and addressing weakness, because men don't want to show weakness and show that is a problem.
All right.
So it's for men. You can't see those things hiding, but as it
So
is,
behind the veil, men cannot hide their mental issues if per se.
men are supposed to be the protectors, and therefore they're not supposed to show any kind of vulnerability.
And usually, again, by society, you're saying that is what happens naturally. But do you think that men should speak out or come out and be vocal about their mental issues if they have one?
And they should be their brother's keeper. So it's good to bring the issues to the fore, so that when the time comes, even if you support one person, that will be one person enough, and that one person is say, pass it forward, pay it forward.
Pay it forward. I love that. Bring men together, give them that space to discuss somewhere, but the case to be, and pay it forward.
Correct.
I wanted to get back to eating because I don't want you to get cold.
Thank you.
You understand? And I don't want to get blamed.
Even if it's cold, it's going in the same place.
I know flies, they don't start to rub their hand on it. I don't want them to start to rub the feelers on your thing. And
No fly, even bother
all
to
right,
come
we
out.
inside.
Try to
We
come
inside.
close to this food.
But thanks again for sharing, King. All the best.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good morning, church.
But like
Like
Peter
we
and Alan Bunker. Yeah.
That was an excursion. I'm glad we
Yeah,
found it.
yeah.
And like they
I
have
don't know.
some good conversations too.
Yeah, because I now was studying so much. Men really don't like to open up that much, They don't like to talk about what's been going on with them and kind of thing.
Gary had to teach them. You had to teach them, Gary.
Yeah, as only one man, I can't reach them all. I would have tried,
You
but
can try. Here's what.
Yeah, I
Open a
will try.
TikTok account and Gary Speaks. That's the name of it. I'll be a manager. We'll talk.
that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid I'll be getting 20% of my proceeds. Right? But we will take the time now to remind the people that we have a bulletin board.
Yes, we do.
You have anything that you want to put up, community events, church events, you can message us, you can email us at Rhythm and Hope Network at gmail.com. Rhythm and Hope
That's right.
Network, gmail.com. You have your concerts coming up, you want to send your flyer, you have your book you want to promote, send it to us. This is the platform for that.
Yes. Guys, and when we come back, we will then turn to the church. How can faith communities respond to this crisis about mental health and suicide? We'll be right back.